Hey everybody, this is Dr. William Clark here for Leadership Conversations. This is the show where we talk about leadership according to the world that matters to you. Glad you're joining me today for another day as we continue to embark on our 30-day grant challenge. And we've been releasing a number of these podcasts and social media posts because we have an upcoming grant writing workshop that's taking place on March 30th and April 6th here in the city of Hartford live. You can join me rather for those particular shows, not shows, but those particular trainings. I'm so used to the podcasting language, but you can join me for those trainings around Grant Writing 101. And it is going to be my pleasure and my great opportunity to go through that journey with you to talk about Grant Writing 101 and to introduce the concept to many of you. Many of you desire to learn more about Grant Writing 101, the basics, what goes into it, and I want to share that with you. Now, as a part of us getting to that point, I've written and released, as of this recording, my Grant Writing 101 book. I'm so happy that it's finally out. Grant Writing 101 by yours truly. Go ahead and get your copy. I have your copy ready to get to you in your hands. I have it digitally and I have it as a physical copy. So please go ahead and get your copy of the Grant Writing 101 program and book. Now, I have to mention to you that the course is sold out. However, if you would like to be on the wait list, I strongly encourage you to get on that wait list. There are going to be a ton of folks there, but if I can squeeze you in on either day, March 30th or April 6th, I will be glad to do that. So I do want to talk quickly with you about one particular post that is coming out, and that is, are you too busy to plot the course of your grant funding for your program? Are you too busy to plot the course of grant funding for your program? You know, all of us have ideas of what it's going to take to fund our programs or our nonprofits, and I think those dreams are necessary for us to move forward. Without those dreams, we have nothing to kind of aspire to. But then the question kind of pops up for you, and that question is, are you too busy to plot that course? It's going to take some effort on your part to not only lay the groundwork and lay the foundation for what's important to get to where you're trying to get to, but you're going to have to plot that course. You're going to have to figure out what steps, what strategies are necessary for you to make this thing a reality for your nonprofit, for your project, for your program. So you're going to have to plot that course. Plotting that course can be a variety of things. It could be, who do you talk to? And you may say, listen, I need to talk to somebody at the local foundation, and I don't know how to get plugged in because no one's answering my phone calls, no one's answering emails, etc. But let me introduce something to you, okay? You might have heard of this little tool called LinkedIn, and LinkedIn is a wonderful tool. It's a tool that you honestly should be plugged into professionally. But LinkedIn is a tool to not only promote your skill sets and to promote what you've done and what you're working on, but it's also a tool to show who you are connected to. And one of the things I've learned over the years is that you never know who is connected to who. You may be connected to someone who's connected to the right person or close to the right person at the local foundation. And if you just simply make that contact and ask your friend to introduce you to that person within the foundation or the grant giving institution, it could be the beginning of you laying that foundation of getting that grant you so desire. Now, I'm sharing this with you as a strategy. I'm sharing this with you as a concept to consider because you're trying to plot the course to getting your first grant. And it's going to take some plotting to get to the point to say, hey, I need to talk to so-and-so who can help me possibly get connected to the right person. So that's that particular course. Maybe you need to plot a course to find the right partner. Perhaps you've discovered that you do not have the resources, the cachet, the resume necessary to pursue a grant on your own. You don't have the years in the game yet. You haven't been around long enough to qualify for that particular grant. But if that's true, if that is the case, then you're going to have to plot the course to find the right partner who may be interested and willing to bring you on as a sub on a particular grant. And that's one of the secrets I write about in my book, Grant Writing 101. Who do you need to talk to that can possibly bring you on as a potential sub that can open the door for you getting your first grant, open the door for you being introduced to funders, open the door for introducing the name of your organization to partners and providers in the community, opening the door for introducing your name, your business name, your nonprofit name to customers in the community where you're serving. You, my friend, need to plot that course. You need to figure out how that's going to happen. How are you going to make that happen? It's not enough to say, I want this to happen, and then to just go ahead and start acting on it. No. Let's slow down a bit. Let's slow down a little bit. You need to plot your course. You need to plan this thing out. You need to watch and see who is doing what and figure out how can you get connected. I don't know anybody at such and such organization. Okay, that's fine. Go back to the first tip. Go back to LinkedIn. See who you do know and see if they can introduce you there. Now, you may say, I don't have anybody in my LinkedIn network. First of all, you need to increase your network. But if that's true, one of the fastest ways to get connected is to attend meetings that providers you're targeting will be at. Attend those meetings. Be a part of those conversations that those providers will be at. The reason you want to do that is you want to show your face. You want to be able to show that you know where you need to be. You can be at the right place at the right time around the right people. And as you are present at those meetings, I'm going to share another tip with you. Engage. You're going to have to engage while you're at those meetings. You're going to have to engage as a participant in those conversations. You're going to have to engage as someone who is developing their authoritative voice in this space. You're going to have to engage. There's no way around it. And as you engage, as you share information, as you share your perspective, let me share this with you too. Be fact-based. Do not share stories and anecdotal stories that really aren't based in fact. One of the things that funders can't stand are people in a nonprofit space that share heart-wrenching, gut-wrenching stories that are anecdotal but not representative of the totality of the customer base that's being discussed. So if you're in the business of doing that, please stop. Save that story for something else. It does have a place, but not when you're having a fact-based conversation with people who have been doing this work for a long time and who have the resources to help you do that work much longer. But regardless of what strategy you utilize, LinkedIn, subcontracting, attending meetings, etc., don't be too busy that you can't make time, the appropriate time, to plot the course for you to get your next or your first grant. I'm telling you, you're going to want to put in that quality time so that you can reap the rewards that you are targeting. I'm going to share a little bit about that at the Grant Writing 101 workshop coming up March 30th and April 6th. I share some of that in my book, Grant Writing 101. And for those of you that stay connected to this podcast, to this live stream, listen, these are tips and tricks that I share with you, and I share them with you freely because I want to see you win. I want to see you succeed, and I believe that there's an opportunity for you to step into the nonprofit space and find your niche, find your place, contribute to the work at hand, and add value to what's happening in our community. I hope that I see you on March 30th and April 6th. This is Dr. William Clark here for Leadership Conversations, and we'll see you in the next show. Peace.